Hey everybody, it's your girl Annette J. Morris. I am the CEO of Go Getter LLC, and y'all know it's our vision at Go Getter LLC to help mompreneurs to monetize their vision and convert their vision into 6 to 7 figure income generating business that supports their lives and legacies. And I am your host for the Mind TV series. Y'all know the Mind is moving in new directions. It's an acronym. It's not just the mind, right? So y'all know every week I bring y'all a bomb entrepreneur that's going to tell you about their entrepreneurship journey and how it has moved their life in new directions. And this week is no different. We have one of my clients, my girl. Listen, she is a nurse, has been a nurse for years, and is an entrepreneur as well. And we are trying to move her full time into this entrepreneurship space. So tell the people who you are, my girl.
Good evening. I am Kimberly Dickerson, the proud owner and CEO of J. Rose Skincare. Yes, I am a registered nurse for 30 years.
She don't even look like she old enough to be. How you work for 30 years and you only like 35? Like, that don't make no, the math ain't nothing. The math ain't nothing, y'all.
But the knees is matched,
okay? But her skin is popping, so y'all see, like, she is in this skincare thing. Listen, if I ain't have this makeup on, I will show y'all, like, literally, she gonna show y'all some of these products.
Right.
I've been using these turmeric pads. My best friend said we was out of town a couple of weeks ago. She was like, you know, B, your skin is clearing. What you been doing? I said, girl, Nurse Kim, turmeric pads.
Yes,
that's what you need in your life. Yes.
Absolutely.
So tell the people, like, how you got to the journey. Like, what made you make a decision to start going into entrepreneurship? You've been a nurse for so long. First of all, how did you get to being a nurse? Because that ain't everybody calling. Y'all know I done told y'all one time before. I went to school. That's what I went to college for, to be a nurse.
No, I didn't know that.
That was in my mind, because you know when you living in poverty and you're poor, boys, their thing is, oh, I'm gonna get out the hood. I'm gonna be a basketball player. I'm gonna be a football player. For girls, it's I'm gonna be a nurse, because they think that's the deliverance out the hood. But I recognized at an early age, I was like, this ain't my ministry. Like after probably like 2 years in undergrad, I was like, this ain't what God called me to do. I can't see myself doing this. This is not my ministry. And so I just stayed in school and kept taking classes until one day I took a psychology class. And after the class, I was like, I love this class. So I stayed there, because in high school they didn't tell us we could major in psychology and none of that. And I stayed after class and talked to the professor. I was like, is this something I could get a degree in? He was like, certainly, girl. He was so excited. Sit down. Let me tell you, girl. He started telling me all about, you could do this. Because he had already had a doctorate in psychology. And he was so passionate about it. It just rubbed off on me. And I was like, I'm going to change my major right now. And I changed it to psychology. But I started out in nursing. And I was like, this ain't my ministry. Nursing got to be your ministry.
Right. It does. It does. So for me, it started off in high school. So we were able to, they pulled a few of us actually to go to what is called healthcare careers.
Okay.
Back in the day. And
I was back in the day.
You
Yes. Some of my classmates went to healthcare careers. Half a day.
Half a day.
Yeah.
Right. So we would go there, and it started off as, when you finished it, you actually could be a nursing assistant.
Yeah.
So in that, I fell in love with it. And then I found that it pulled out that caring spirit in me. And so I just added to it. And you know, when I went, almost finished high school, they asked you, okay, what do you want to do? We need a plan A and a plan B. Well, I gave them a plan A. The plan A was to be a nurse. The teacher said, but I asked you for a plan B. I said, there's
no plan B. This it, all or nothing. Yeah.
So this is it, all in, going straight forward. From that, went to Dillard. That's where, Dillard University of New Orleans, that's where everything happened for me. Everything shifted. And I ran into, or had an instructor that for some reason, she was just so hard. I couldn't go to clinicals with one wrinkle. I couldn't go to clinicals with one dirt on my shoe. It was just, she was just so hard. And I asked her at my pinning ceremony, why? She said, because I saw something in you that I knew that we had cultivated, and I knew that it would make us proud. And I was like, you could have just told me that.
You could have did that way better than that. Yes.
You almost made me quit.
Okay, yeah.
She said, but I knew I wasn't gonna let you quit. I just wanted to bring it out of you, because you was hiding it. And so from there, I knew that for me to satisfy everything that I wanted to do, I had to be great at it.
Yeah.
And so even today in 2023, you have to make sure that, unfortunately, African American nurses are different from the other races. And so you have to make sure that you, number one, are aware. knowledgeable, and your skill set is on point at all times. And so I just keep building on it.
Yeah.
Keep building on it. So that's how the nursing part started.
Yeah.
For me, as the business, that started off as literally a hair business with Milan's Hair Box. That started in like 2020.
I remember that.
Yes.
How did you get into the hair?
So I got tired of being scammed.
Okay.
Right? With getting hair products or hair bundles from people, and they weren't authentic. They were just, they had synthetic fibers in it. It wasn't real. You get it on the last 2 weeks. That's a lot of money.
Yay, for 2 weeks.
So I figured, okay, let me look into it, researched, did some purchasing, and I said, okay, I got this. Went through maybe 7 or 10 vendors before I knew the authentic one was the one that I wanted to use. Created a relationship with that particular vendor, and then that's how I started Milan's Hair Box. The skincare part came in because literally this was a reaction for me after my divorce.
Okay.
You know, when I was married, I felt the whole time, 15 years, I felt like I wasn't good enough, wasn't pretty enough, wasn't fine enough, wasn't all these things wasn't enough. And so when I got divorced, I was like, forget that. I got to find my way back to me.
To you,
I lost me.
Yeah.
With being married 15 years and 3 kids, I literally lost me. And so I started just kind of looking at myself, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clear my skin, I'm gonna do all these things, but this time I'm gonna do it for me.
Right.
And so then I started researching and took classes on how to do natural soaps. Started off with that. So I added that to the Milan's Hair Box umbrella. Fast forward, when my mom passed, I wanted something to dedicate to her.
Correct.
To just not memorialize her, but just to something that will say, I love you, this is for you, and then name it after her. And so I took the portion of the skincare portion from Milan's Hair Box and created J. Rose Skincare, which is my mom's name, Jacqueline Rose.
Okay.
And so that's how that came about.
Okay.
And so from there, here we are.
Here we are.
Yes.
Here we are.
Yes.
Isn't it really funny? Like, I had the same kind of teacher in grad school. She was the only African American teacher in grad school. And she was so hard. Like, when I first met her one day, I was sitting in her class because she just was hard for no reason to me, right? And all the Caucasian teachers were so nice, and she was just hard.
Right.
And so one day I'm sitting in class, because again, you got to remember, I'm going to be a therapist, right? So she reading my body language. So I'm sitting there like this or whatever, and I'm talking, and she was like, unfold your arms, because what they're saying is that you're closed off and you're not really listening at what I'm saying.
Right.
So I was like, oh, she can read my body. She can read what I'm not saying too. She can read what I'm saying and what I'm not saying. Dang. And then so in the end, after the 3 years, I ended up having time to talk to her, because she was the one that taught me grant writing. I was like, why do I need to know how to write a grant? Like, this is going to school to be a therapist. Like, she was like, you're going to need this in the world. And I was like, this don't make no sense. And so she was like, I need you to write the grant, right? And she was like, write it based on a program that you will want to do, and da-da-da. And girl, she scrutinized it. Girl, I just had to keep going back and forth or whatever. And so I was like, I don't even understand why this lady just unnecessarily hard, right? This just don't make no sense. And so I had an opportunity to talk with her right before I graduated, and I was like, why was you so hard? I grew to really like her because she just like her Affleck and everything was always the same. Like, she was she never had no highs, but she was just always the same. So you know, when you know how to receive a person like that, you are right. We even had Saturday classes in grad school with her, and girl, when I tell you the class was from 9 to 3, and she kept us from 9 to 3. I was like, oh my God, this lady not gonna even let us out a half hour early. Right. But I talked to her like right before I graduated. She said the same thing. Like, I want you to be ready. She said, because we have to be at the top of our game at all times. Absolutely. She said, and I saw greatness in you. There is greatness in you, and you gonna show the whole world. And girl, she made me shed some tears, but I was like, but you was just hard for no reason, ma'am. Like, that wasn't even necessary for you to be there. Okay, like, there's definitely a softer approach to this. You know what I mean?
But it worked.
It did work. It did work, because I was on my toes with her at all times. And then she was a single woman, so she had time today and every day. You hear me? Like, she was one that the first class I took with her was like therapy techniques, and she actually made us record us doing counseling sessions. Like, we had to pair up with a classmate and do counseling sessions. We had to record them, and then we had to transcribe them. So I'm talking about every word you said in there, you had to write it out, right?
Yeah.
If you missed the she was taking a point off. Oh. She read it.
So like everything.
Everything that you said, yeah, nope. It had to be written down. You had to transcribe the whole thing.
So what was the purpose of that though?
I never figured, no, so you could get comfortable with doing counseling sessions, right?
With writing everything.
Because you got to write as a therapist.
Gotcha.
And you have to take such meticulous notes when you're a therapist, to whereas if you on the outside and you never knew what was going on in that session, you need to be able to come in and read my notes and be able to visualize what happened in that session. So it needs to be precise.
Okay.
So that was her thinking
sense.
Behind it,
that
right?
Makes sense.
Now you're not really transcribing, but you have to be so, explain in such a way that a person that wasn't in the session will understand what happened in the session.
So that's just like, I can really relate to that, because in nursing, when, say if there's an issue or whatever, even when you write your nursing notes, right? You write your nursing notes to tell a story.
Correct.
So that if they ever go to court, they're not calling you to ask you, well, what did you mean?
Because it's here, right?
Because it's written. So same
thing.
principle.
Absolutely, yeah. So she was very, and when I tell you, she read all of the transcripts, and if you missed anything, she put it on there. I'm like, this lady literally sit here and listen to this recording, word for word, read everything. Yeah, you had the red inks, like you missed the arm right here. She was that serious. I was like, oh my God, I had never had a teacher that was.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, I understand your battle
You're
in
right,
school.
Right.
So nurse bought us some products, y'all, so y'all can see how products. I'm telling you, like she used me as her guinea pig to start out with. She's like, I'm about to send you some, use this, and I promise you, when I tell you these turmeric pads, if you have, like, my skin, if I get a bite on my face right now, it's gonna leave a dark mark. Hyperpigmentation.
Yes.
These pads right here, life.
Yes.
So she about to explain to y'all what these products do. And I really want y'all to support her because she's really good. She even bought some pictures of a client of hers whose skin, you can tell the difference in it.
So let's talk about the pads since we're starting off with that. So these turmeric pads, you can see the kind of the liquid that's in there. Those are soaked, so that liquid actually soaks up the pads, right? So these pads, they act like a cleansing pad. And so what you do is you take 1 or 2 pads, you scrub, allow it to sit for 2 to 3 minutes, and you rinse. Now the key to this is the commitment to doing it, right? The key to this is to finding a skin routine that actually works for you. These pads, you can do this three times a week. I like to couple this. So what the dark, I call it the dark spot duo, and it comes on the website. It comes with this, the pads, as well as the serum. So these particular, these 2 products, you can use 3 times a week. Definitely will see the difference. So that's that. I also have my natural soaps here. I have a turmeric soap bar, a goat's milk and shea butter soap bar. And this is the natural soap bar. This soap bar can be used on your entire body. Actually, the 100% of my soaps can be used on your entire body. Except the private areas. Don't do it because we're not having yeast infections.
Then you're gonna be seeing Nurse Kim.
Nurse Kim is gonna fuss at you and that's why you did it. Don't do it. All right. My acne bar is actually this tea tree and mint soap bar actually calms acne breakouts. So that and one thing about skincare and a skin routine is that when you start a skincare routine, if you're having breakouts, you can't use 10,000 products. You have to calm what's breaking out first and then add to it. So I will never say to you or a customer, oh, just buy the whole thing. Just you need this and the other.
Start with something.
Then we can build on that.
Correct.
Right, and so the last one is the oatmeal and honey bar, and that is good for anyone who has eczema. I use this on my grandkids. Very mild.
Can we use that on the whole body?
Whole body.
Okay, good.
Yes,
because I like oatmeal soup.
Next up, we have 3 types of cleansers. Actually, this is an oil cleanser that you can use. It is great for taking off makeup, but yet it's great for moisturizing the skin. We have another type, we have a cellular cleansing water. This is for those that are really sensitive, hypersensitive, and skin products. Anything you use may cause you to have some redness or some breakouts. This is a liquid cleanser. It's very, very, very mild, but it actually does do the work.
Okay.
As well.
Baby, y'all see the packaging? Don't play with it. Okay, don't play with it. Okay, thank you. Don't play with it.
And this is a daily cleanser. This is my favorite. This cleanser, you will leave it on for 3 minutes. It makes you feel like you have a skin lift.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me ask you this,
Very,
because
very
the turmeric,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you use it 3 times a week, and I know she sent me instructions in a pack, but don't tell her I don't read instructions, okay, y'all?
Yeah.
So I have been using the turmeric every day.
Oh gosh!
First of
It's
all,
okay,
I'm not,
though.
look,
It's
I ain't
okay.
really all that consistent, so let me just tell you, but over like the last week,
Right.
I've been using it every day. So do we alternate with this daily cleanser in the turmeric?
Yes.
Okay.
So the daily cleanser can be used, and both of these cleansers can be used both day and night. Right.
Okay.
So you use this every day. So the cleansers, I like to use mine. I don't use mine 3 times a day. I only use it once, and I call it Turmeric Tuesdays. So I pick one day to do a turmeric day.
Okay.
For my skin, both day and night.
Okay.
And that kind of suffice.
Okay.
But if you're just using the pads and the serum, I would pick like a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday
Okay.
to make sure that you concentrate on using the
Turmeric. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Next up, we have a moisturizer. This is a day moisturizer.
And I just said I was about to order some moisturizer from Amazon because I didn't know she had a moisturizer. So just when you finish showing that, put that right
Yes,
there. Put that right there.
A moisturizer for the day.
Go ahead on before she put it on so my
Moisturizer for the day and a nighttime beauty serum at night. When I tell you, you will wake up flawless with this on.
And you get to say, I woke up like this, okay?
This is a bright serum. Now, people get confused with the bright serum. The bright serum don't make your skin lighter. It makes it brighter. So if you're using the turmeric pads along with the serum, this is just along with the complexion serum. This bright serum would only enhance that.
Okay.
So anything that you have on, you can put this on a dark spot consistently, and you will see it fade away eventually.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Last but not least is the J. Rose eye cream. This eye cream, let me place up. I like to use it at nighttime.
Okay.
Because it helps with any puffiness that I have, then it's gone the next day.
Oh,
and then
okay.
also it tightens up the fine lines under your eyes.
Okay.
So yeah, I have an array of products, and I'm actually looking into adding more. I don't want a whole lot of products because I don't want people to buy a whole lot of products and then put it on their face and it breaks them out. And so I am trying to develop a way to do consultations. I do them, but it's through my inbox. I want to try to do it more.
Schedule it in.
And so like when I had this particular customer here, had a consultation with her. This is months ago that she had some really dark breakout.
And you can see the difference.
Up top is what, and she used the only thing I told her to use was the turmeric bar and the moisturizer because she has very, very sensitive skin. And so I didn't want her to add anything else to it at the moment because I didn't want it to irritate it even more. But at the top here, you can see the dark marks that she has along her face, forehead, and at the bottom, this was, and she was very consistent. About a 3 to 4 week time, you can see that her skin is absolutely clear. So absolutely phenomenal reviews. It works. It's affordable. And the whole purpose, like the company J. Rose, as well as Milan's Hair Box, was built on 3 pillars, right? The first one is integrity. The second one is service excellence, and the very last one, which I feel like is the most important one that builds everything up, is top quality products.
Yeah.
And so there's times when if I'm coming up with a new product, it's a 6-month period before I ever introduce it to the public because I'm using it, I'm researching it, I'm breaking it down, putting it back together, seeing if I can pull something from it, add something to it to enhance what I already have.
Correct.
And so that's what you get with J. Rose.
I love it.
Yes.
Y'all listen. Her products really absolutely work.
Excited
Again,
about it, yeah.
I haven't used all of them, so guess what? I'm getting excited because I'm about to put this add this moisturizer to my stockpile. I already have the turmeric. I already have the serum.
Yes.
And so my next thing is I don't need the eye cream. Look, I'm shopping while I'm talking to y'all. Like, what else I need up here, or whatever, right? But I'm always glad to support, especially Black-owned businesses and definitely professionals that know what it is. She's been a nurse for 30 years, so she knows skin, she knows the body, the inner workings, right? So this is not anybody that just created a product out of the sky, right? This is somebody that has expertise in this field, that know like how it's going to interact with your skin, if it's going to land you in the hospital. She told y'all that soap, don't use it on your private parts. Because she don't want to see you in the hospital. She was able to tell you that. She already know the consequences of it.
At the bedside. I actively work at the bedside, and I don't want to see you at the bedside. Child.
Exactly.
I
use that soap. I use that jet roll. And trust me, she includes instructions. When she shipped me that package, there was instructions that like, do this, do that, and I just pulled them out the pack and set it on this. I ain't even read the instructions. And if I think I'm gonna start using this.
Right. And if I think you're hard-headed enough, I'm sending you a video. Trust me. All of my clients got a video because I know they weren't gonna listen to me.
So how much longer you plan on staying by the bedside?
Oh,
is the plan? Is the plan even to transition fully into entrepreneurship?
It is.
Okay.
It is. But when I tell you that the ministry part of me comes out at the bedside.
Okay.
You know, and so me pulling away is so hard, but I know it's coming.
Okay.
I know it's coming so my thing is I know that I can transfer that same ministry, that same energy.
I'm about to say ministry gonna go with you, because it's in you.
Correct.
It ain't at the bedside. It's in you. You brought it.
Correct.
You brought it there.
And they're so appreciative.
Yeah.
You know? Like just yesterday, I had a patient that was telling me he was like they came in from like Lafayette and just brand new diagnosis of cancer, and the wife and the patient said, "We just so appreciate you." But it was you know, and I look at it like something I do every day. It ain't nothing special.
This is normal. Yeah,
it's normal for me. But
we take that for granted. Like our anointing, we take it for granted because it's so normal to us.
We do. But to hear it from patients and to hear it from family members, it just energizes me to just keep going. Like, okay, God, I know this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I see you. When people see you through me, then hey, it's done. It's done. And so, but I know that I can transform that same energy and that same anointing, but it doesn't change. It doesn't change. I'm just changing the way I do it, but the anointing doesn't change.
The anointing does not change. It's just going to be a different set of people that you're going to minister that to.
Correct.
Or minister to. Have the opportunity to minister to.
Correct.
What's the next phase of? Because I know that you also have another business brewing.
Correct. Correct. So I do have in the making Elite RN Hydration Station. And so that will be a IV hydration concierge business. So as we know, in the hustle and bustle of life, traveling like you do, athletes, or just your regular day-to-day, IV hydration is very important. These particular IVs consist of certain vitamins that your body lose over time. During the period where COVID was just rampant, the IV hydration was of key because it's those sensitive vitamins and minerals that we lose when particular sicknesses and diseases that you can replenish or you can prevent from having the right amount of vitamins and minerals through an IV. Why IV is because it goes directly to the vein, and so you see results faster. And so we still working on it.
Yeah, keep working on that because that service is desperately needed. I'm telling you, like I don't know if I've shared with you all. I think I have. I had weight loss surgery a year and almost August 3rd will be 18 months. And when you have weight loss surgery, it's just your stomach just doesn't take in a lot, so you can't drink a lot of water, you can't eat a lot of food. And I found myself back in the hospital dehydrated one time, right? Just because you can't, you physically cannot drink or eat much of anything.
Correct.
Which means because your stomach is so limited, you can't get enough water in, right? And then we have to alternate between protein shakes and water. So it literally takes me about 6 hours to drink a protein shake, you know what I mean? Because you can only drink a swallow, especially when you first start. You can only drink like a swallow, and then you take a swallow of water, right? And my doctor was like, just walk around all day with a bottle of water in your hand and just keep taking sips. Who the hell gonna remember to do that, right? So I wasn't remembering to do that. And found myself, And so he was like, well, we have to figure something out. And I said, I'm gonna find somebody that does the IV.
Correct.
And I literally only found one person. That was doing it. And then there's another place in Metairie, and I was like, I'm not driving to Metairie all the time just to get that done. But one person, which means this market is not saturated.
Exactly.
And the more people have, weight loss surgery, and then there's all other kind of people that need it.
So that's what I was going to say about the weight loss surgery. It is so important when you're having a transformation of your body. Like, your body has to readjust, and things have shifted and changed. And so if you don't want to find yourself back in the hospital, hydration is key.
Is key.
And
which means
you can't drink
key.
enough. Absolutely. You can't drink enough to fix dehydration.
You cannot.
You have to have something IV.
And I had to start getting those things every other week. I think I was getting them like every other week.
Yes.
Yeah. So until I was rehydrated. Now I can drink more water. I still only get through maybe like a bottle and a half a day, but it's definitely way more than what
you were doing before.
Yeah, what I have been drinking. So that's good. So definitely I need you to keep on work. I'm gonna be on to y'all because that mobile service is gonna be coming out soon. She already know I'm not about to let up on her. So
I ain't going nowhere. So it is what it is.
I'm letting her get a little win under J Rose, in mama memory, but she ain't about to let it go. I'm just letting y'all know. So tell her, what leaving words or parting words you want to leave with the audience?
I would like to leave just a word of encouragement to women, men, children, teenagers, that take a moment to reflect on who you are. Right? There was a time where I looked in the mirror and I didn't appreciate who that person was in the mirror. And so it took me to just totally not isolate myself, but make sure that I have moments where I appreciate myself. And to look at yourself and know that you are enough. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are worth it. Know that you are smart, intelligent, and can do whatever it is you put your mind to. Don't let anybody minimize your worth. And it's just so important, and it made a difference. It made a difference in my confidence. It made a difference in how I attack things. I would have never done this in the state I was in. But when you clear your head and know, you know what, I'm enough. I can do this. I can sit down and research and put my mind to do anything I want to do.
Absolutely.
If I believe in myself.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
So in a nutshell, what Kim was saying is, you is smart. You is kind. You is important.
You is. All that, yeah. Yes, you is.
Tell the people how they can follow you, Kim.
Follow me on all social platforms: Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at JRose Skincare, and also on our website at www.jroseskincare.com.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard it here. J Rose, R-O-S-E, like a rose.
That's
J
right.
Rose
That's
Skincare.
right.
You're gonna see that bright pink logo. So when y'all see this, y'all know the pink is the same. It's popping, just like her uniform. Okay. It's popping. So when you see that splash of pink, know that Go Getter did the logo first of all, but know that it's J Rose. All right.
Go get it.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we so appreciate y'all for joining us this week. Join us again next week, same time, same place, same philosophy. We're going to bring you another bomb entrepreneur that's going to be telling you how entrepreneurship has helped them move their lives in new directions. So until next week, peace. Welcome to Go Getter University. It's the home and a one-stop for entrepreneurs teaching all things entrepreneurship. We have courses ranging from how to start a business, how to start a nonprofit organization, to how to generate your first 10K consistent months, on to grant writing. Anything that you want to learn about entrepreneurship, it is in Go Getter University. Follow us at www.goalgetteruniversity.com to register.